about bawling my eyes out. You know, showing up to do this work is not work for me. It might be for somebody else, but it's not for me. And the fact that people think that it's great and it's amazing and all of those things is mind blowing to me. And I think that's how you know that you're in the right place. That's how you know that you are doing the work that God is giving you to do. When I tell y'all, I boohooed, ugly cried at those letters yesterday. Like, what? Like, people really feel like, Nona Carey, you ain't had to say all that. You ain't had to say all that. And it was funny because I was thinking who will have some time to write it or whatever, right? And so I know every time I'm with Nona Carey is telling all these people stuff. And so I said, well, she'd be a great person because she could be able to think of something. Not only did she think of something, she sent me 2 pages. I mean, the gratitude is just so just I'm blown away. Character letters are definitely something. Um, and I feel like the people that I asked to write them really wrote from their heart. And yeah, it was a big reminder that, as much as we take light the things that we do that other people don't. Other people don't. They don't take it light. They really feel a way about this work and how I've showed up. And I'm just so grateful to be able to do that. Welcome, Jeremiah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, with that being said, I have our affirmation cards today, and it starts with I think big, along with the song. I think big, and then I allow myself to accept even more good from life. It says, I am a magnet for money. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. It says, I listen with love to my body's messages. My body is always working towards optimal health. My body wants to be whole and healthy. I cooperate and become healthy, whole, and complete. The biggest thing about this card, it says, I cooperate. See, the body could be talking, but are you cooperating? Listening. It says, I cooperate and become healthy, whole, and complete. It's a two-way street. Let me jump into our 5 minutes of gratitude for this morning. And it starts with the words more smiling, more smiling, less worrying, more compassion, less judgment, more blessed, less stressed, more love, less hate. I love that. That's from Roy T. Bennett. More smiling, less worrying, more compassion, less judgment, more blessed, less stressed, more love, less hate. Ooh, that's so good. That's so good. That's so good. That's so good. I'm gonna have to read it one more time. More
I was
smile.
just about to say, say it again.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. More smiling, less worrying. More compassion, less judgment. More blessed, less stressed. More love, less hate. So good. I think if you just take this and put it on your wall, you won't need to say anything else to yourself. More smiling, don't worry. More compassion, no judgment. More blessed, no stress. More love, no hate. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. So fill in the 4 blanks. A recent event that confirms that things are working out for me. Something that gives my life meaning, an ability that I am fortunate to have, And lastly, the greatest benefit of being alive right now. You know, when I think about being alive right now in this day, in this time, we read about a lot of people making history, but we are in the history making time. Right now, you are living a time when you will tell your grandkids about being in the world at a time when the world was so unstable, being in the world in a time when we could question everything that's happening that's coming from our government, being in a time where it's probably better to grow your food the way we knew our ancestors did. Like we are in a time. And it feels like I think I was with somebody and she said the world will never be the same again. And I thought about that. I think that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for things to go back to the way that they were, and they're not. They're not. I don't think that the things that are being broken can be fixed, at least not by man. It is absolutely going to take divine intervention for this to at least stop and stay where it is. Like, don't get no worse. Just stay right here. But we are in the realm of making history. Some of you are starting to think about, okay, do I want to buy land? Do I want to grow food? Like, this was not a conversation before all of the things that have been happening. Do I want to live off the grid? Do I want to leave the country? That was never conversations before. Our families were not talking about going to Thailand and Bali and Portugal. They was talking about visiting Jamaica and Aruba for a week and coming back home and getting back to what it is and what it was. The world has changed so much, you could barely go outside the shop. Half the stores that used to be there ain't. Everything is digital. And there's so many things that we have to put in place to protect us against the digital world. Cybersecurity is a real thing. Electric cars, like we're never going back. So we are in the middle of making history. All of us. History for your family. You're going to be the ones that say, oh, I survived 45. Ooh, baby. I survived MAGA.
We're not the only country with questionable leadership.
Oh,
I had,
absolutely.
I
It,
had a guest in the mansion from the Netherlands, and he said he's embarrassed by who's leading their country. I did not, I didn't get the name, but it just makes me understand that there are a lot of people in a position of leadership joining together, doing different things. And we even know that's how our president became our president
mhm,
the first time.
absolutely. Absolutely. And you're right, because there's a lot of I don't want to call them factions or uprisings, but there are groups of people coming together, farming, creating communities, taking things back to the way that they used to be when it comes to community and caring about your neighbor, knowing your neighbor. I've lived in places where I didn't know who lived next door to me. I never seen them. I lived in an apartment complex. I had a door right here and there was a door right there. I don't know who lived over there. Mm-mm. Some people live in townhomes in Philly where I'm from and don't know the neighbor three doors down. That's going to have to change. That's going to have to change. You're going to have to know your neighbor. You need to know who got what. Who got the generator? Who got the candles? Who got the gasoline? Who got stuff growing in the backyard? Who got what? And even the thought of that is something. Evander, hey brother, how are you? We're gonna need to know. So, there's a lot of things to pay attention to. So as you are paying attention to the who, what, and where's and why's in the vicinity of where you live, take note. Take note. And the affirmation here says, love, joy, and sincere gratitude are a natural part of who I am. Ooh, I'm in agreement of that. Love, joy, and sincere gratitude are a natural part of who I am. For sure. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Hey, Sabrina, we see you. Moving around in the dark. Love, joy, and sincere gratitude are the natural part of who I am. So wonderful. And I'm going to jump right into our deep breath of life, daily inspiration for heart centered living for this day, September the 20th. We got a whole, is it solar or lunar? I think solar eclipse tomorrow. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it's happening. Somebody look up and find what time it's happening, but it's definitely happening. Oh, you fine, girl. You fine, you fine, you fine. Um, Today is September the 20th. Mm. For tomorrow, it starts with the word abundant universe. I think that's going to be very much a good read for a solar eclipse. But today's word starts with rock formations. Rock formations. It says, do not return evil for evil, but return evil with good. Who said that? I know y'all know who said that. Do not return evil for evil, but return evil with good. Jesus Christ. It said the driveway to a retreat center I visit in Hawaii is meticulously landscaped with a garden in which a group of large rocks spell out the word aloha, the Hawaiian greeting of love. One day, as I entered the grounds, I was surprised to see that some local vandals had reconfigured the words to spell up FAGS as a slur against several gay men who managed the resort. When I pointed this out to one of the managers, he told me some of the locals do that every couple of months. The next day, the rocks were beautifully rearranged to aloha again. This episode symbolizes how we can deal with negativity when it comes our way. We may take time and care to make a statement of love and kindness, and then when someone may take our gift and try to use it to hurt us, then we have a choice. We can either retaliate and try to hurt them, or we can reaffirm our stand of kindness. The managers chose not to fight the vandals, but to simply rearrange the rocks with love. Every day, we have many opportunities to rearrange our rocks and decide what messages we wish to offer. Even if someone keeps perverting our message, we can keep affirming the truth we wish to establish. Aloha is always more powerful than prejudice. When all else falls away, it is the aloha we will remember. Give me the strength to answer evil with love. I found my actions on the power of love. I found my actions on the power of love. That is so good. So good. So good. How you rearranging your rocks? What does your rock formation say in love and kindness? Have you founded your actions on the power of love? When I think about how important love is, I think love falls right in the same realm as silence. I love you silently because if I say anything, it might be questionable because I'm human. But love and kindness is truly the way that we move through the work that we continue to do in all areas of our lives. And there's so much gratitude for what we get to do. We get to show up and be the light. We get to show up and people say, "Oh, did you hear what they said about you? Do you know what they did?" And we get to say, "Sure do. You knew about it and you didn't." I know. I knew. I choose different. First of all, I can't even remember the last time I was angry, disappointed. And even this whole thing at work with the ticket and this and that, I'm very, very, very disappointed that my how that was handled. But I do believe that the same way that God redeems days, hours, and time, that God will redeem every unnecessarily spent dollar. And there will come a time in my life where those dollars won't mean a thing. Right now, they mean something. Right now, it's kind of tight. Right now, it means something. But in my prayer time, I felt it so deeply. Temporary inconvenience for a permanent arrangement. Temporary inconvenience for a permanent arrangement. And then I had the opportunity to speak to my boss about it, and he said, "I don't think it's right either, and we're gonna work something out." Okay, you did send me pictures. Put pictures in the group. Shukarat, put the pictures in the group so we can see what you made. But there's so much gratitude in the choices that we get to make about every area of our lives that we do not have to lean into hate or anger. And even when these things come up, we get to have moments to learn, moments that become teachable moments for ourselves and for others. And we get to show people what the high road looks like because most people do not take the high road. Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. Cardi B said, when they go low, I'm taking them to hell. And some people absolutely feel that way. That listen, you going there, I'm going there. But the thing that I realize about when you go there. It is so tiresome. It wears out your mind, your body, your everything when you are going low. When you are going low and you are yelling and screaming and cussing, man, listen, I seen somebody yelling and scream so hard they had a vein come straight across their head. And I'm like, if you don't stop, you you about to bust a blood vessel or something. Stop. Catch yourself. Catch yourself. And understand that that is not good for you. Do you know moments of anger drops your immunity? It drops your immunity. So that means that you're now susceptible to whatever is in the air. You trying to figure out how come all of a sudden you got a cold? How come all of a sudden you not feeling well? Your chest hurt. You got your whole body in fight or flight as you screaming and hollering on the top of your lungs. What? I can't remember the last time I did it. And then when you think about that, yelling, screaming, cussing, fussing, when you think about that and who you're doing it with, it is usually somebody that you said you loved. How is it that we are doing this with people that we say we love? And I know that there's words in sacred text that say, how could you treat your brother who you have seen this way? Thank you so much, Tanja Campbell. I appreciate you. Oh, yes, Sasha, the thin line between love and hate. Sometimes we really have to walk away from things because the line is so thin. It really is. And people press buttons. They know your sensitive spots. They know what to say. Why you not married? I ain't got no kids. Is that the best job you could get? Hmm. You used to be real good at that. I heard it all, y'all. I'm telling you. And I think to myself, you got a lot of nerve talking, but I ain't gonna say it. I'm going, Jesus saved your life. I'm gonna go ahead and walk on away. I'm gonna walk away with a smile on my face and I'm gonna let God handle you. Yes, I am. That's what I'm going to do. Yes, yes. I'm going to let Jesus handle you. I'm gonna let the Lord above handle you. And I tell people all the time, there are certain people that are a part of a special class of human beings that belong so close and so tight to God that you do not want to mess with me. I'm not the one that you want to be putting your hands and words on. You know, when people point, they don't realize that they got these three fingers back here pointing right back at them as they pointing at you. So that same energy that you pointing out to somebody else, you are slingshotting it right back at yourself. Touch not his anointed. And we know who the anointed ones are. Stand out so loud and proud and colorful and shiny and sunshiny. You know who they are. You know who they are. But you can't understand. And people say, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you do that. I do. It is divine. Everything that you see being done is divine. When God gives He gives it to everybody. They say, many are called, few are chosen, right? But the other sentence after that is few choose. A whole lot of people get called, a whole lot of people get chosen, but you have to choose right back. What happened to Jonah? Jonah said, I don't choose, I'm out. He left. God said, you've got to make a different choice. Sometimes it be like that. You got to like you don't choose, and then you really figure out like I better choose different. And sometimes it takes people years to figure out that I didn't make the right choice. Let me go make the right choice so I can be blessed in my work, blessed in my steps, because I have to choose. I was chosen, but I have to choose back. People don't realize that that's part of it too, because people run from being chosen. How many times do you hear people say, "Yeah, God been told me to do that, but I decided to do something else, and that didn't work out, and then I realized I need to bring it on back home. I need to just go on back." And then when you find yourself in the right place, doing right things, you know what God does, right? Blesses you abundantly, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. People ask all the time, how do you do all of the things that you do? People ask those godly people all the time, how do you travel like that? How do you show up all these places? How are you there every day? Like people are always asking these questions, and there's only one answer. God. God chose me, I chose God back. And because of that choice, I am blessed and highly favored. Favor ain't fair, but it is mine. It is most of ours. Because when you think about that thing that you was going through, that thing that you was going through real bad, and you couldn't figure out how you was going to get out, and then when you think about the time before that that you didn't think that that was going to work out, and then the time before that, and that thing was so bad, and you didn't think that was going to work out, and then the time before that, and I'm thinking, oh my God, how blessed and highly favored am I? I can go down a list of things that I didn't think that me or my family was going to come out with good or on top. Watching your loved ones in the hospital and now they out and doing the things that they need to do to take care of themselves, or that job that didn't work out. Yes, beauty brand boss lady, she said, and the time before that, and time again, God keeps showing up and showing out and showing you that, hey, choose me and I'll choose you back. Choose me and the work that you are working to do will be done. Press down, shake it together, running over. Your wish is my command. You know, T. Harv Eker spoke about that fable of the wishes. And everywhere we read, it says that there was only three wishes, but really, there are so many wishes. There's not just three. You can have anything. All you got to do is make your question known. Can I do this thing? The answer is already yes. Can I have this thing? Yes. Then here's the part. You have to work in harmony with the things you ask for. You can't just sit there and say, oh God, I would love to have this big, beautiful, amazing house, and then do this. I'll wait. I'll wait. No, we have to work in harmony. Hey, Coach Monique, we got to work in harmony with it. As long as it depends on you, do your part. Do your part. So if you know that you want certain things, and you know that we are living in this world that we live in, and there are systems that we work within, then let's get together with the system first and give God something to work with. Fix your credit, save a couple bucks, and then just start talking to people. Somebody already offered me the keys to a house. I just couldn't live in it. I could use it for my work, but I couldn't live in it. But what I need to live in it. But I'm like, oh, we on the right track though. We on the we on the right track. Come on, give me my keys. Give me my keys and let me get to work. Yes, Mo, faith without works is dead. We do have to work in accordance with what we ask for. And every single time, there is a showing up and showing out. If you have experienced the showing up and showing out of God, please put a one in the chat because I know it's not just me. That's the blessing. It is our right to choose. Yes, Manya. Come on. Ones all across, ones everywhere. Like literally, God got you. God got you. Believe, don't believe. But that is one part of getting the things in life that you want to get to, doing the work that you want to do, living where you want to live. All of those things are all a part of it. Do your stuff. Lean in. Lean in. We are in the middle of our 100 days. And guess what? Yesterday I saw, oh, Mosa, I needed this. So there are people that are so tapped in and you see them doing well. Coach Stormy Wellington is very well known in the network marketing space. I just so happened to see something she posted. She's with a new company, and I saw in her stories yesterday. Guess what she posted? 100 days focus. You know why? Because we all heard that from the spiritual, astrological people. They're all saying that. So if you are tapped in the way that we are, you don't have to tell people where you get this information from because everybody not willing to hear that some people are tapped straight into God. Some people are tapped straight into what's happening in the cosmos. And some people not willing to hear that. So you just say it the way you need to say it and let people take it the way they take it. When I saw that she posted 100 days, I said, oh, we here. We are plugged in for sure. So 100 days we started working on one thing, 1 hour per day. 100 days is going to be up on December 27th. Is that right? Or 26th? 27th? 27th. And midway is November 5th. I think it's November 5th. So one thing, 1 hour every day for 100 days, weekends included, every day, every day, every day. And we're going to see where we are at the end of 100 days. The other thing that we are doing right after this call, we'll probably take like a 5 minute break. We're going to do we're starting our 12 weeks of the artist, our 12 weeks of the artist way. It is so important to tap back in. See, the thing that's going to save us all is our own gifts and talents. That's what's going to save us. That's what the world is not doing. We have been on jobs, doing the things the jobs tell us to do, but we have not leaned into the things that we really know. Are you the best writer? Are you the best painter? Are you the best, whatever the best is that you do? But we've gotten so far away from that. We've gotten so far away from the things that make us us, the things that help us to be self sufficient. You know, there was a time when jobs didn't exist. Didn't exist. Our greats worked for themselves. They planted it, they harvested, they sold it. They cooked it up, stirred it up, and they sold it. And so the artist way is going to give us 12 weeks of digging in to what our own gifts and talents are, and to give us space to bring them out. Now, the artist way part is not going to be public. It is private only in our Zoom space. And that is so that we can create a safe space to be. We don't have to worry about who's listening other than those who have made the commitment to this 12 weeks. That's it. So anybody who hasn't made the commitment, you better go get the book and go read it yourself in your own time. Because those of us who made the commitment and want each other as accountability partners are going to be doing it together in our Zoom space. If that's something you want to be a part of, you have to send me a direct message to be a part. Because otherwise, it's a secret. It's just for us. And as I listen to ways of facilitating and how people have facilitated it over the years, this is the 30th edition. So this has been work that's been doing for over 30 years. Manya got the 10th year book. And so it is absolutely has to be a no judgment, no fixing, safe space for the people that are in it, for all of us, including the facilitator. It is a place where we get to let our hair down, to be absolutely free to say what we experienced and to be a part of the experience. And as you are changing things in your life, it's not easy. It's very uncomfortable. And so to be able to say what's uncomfortable, to be able to say, listen, that didn't work. I don't know what else I got to do, and allow others to be here to pour into you. And that's a very private matter. So it will be again with us and with us only. So with that being said, Dr. Long, will you give us our blessing for today? And I'm going to go warm my tea and be right back at
I think it's November 7th, honey.
yeah, that's what Noreen put, November 7th. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Midway Park.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I am um I discovered this morning talking to my accountability partner Jasmine, who got me started on Kim's call. So she's my light, and she helped me clarify that the main thing you have to do is really understand what you where you are in your life, and that doesn't sound like it's hard, but it is, because most of us lie about it. We don't even really know. So if you are building a house and the first plank or the first cornerstone is in the wrong place, then that house is just going to be wrong, or it's going to fall down. It's not. So I would say to everyone, have a come meet me Jesus talk with yourself and really be honest about where you are in your life.
Yeah.
That helped me so much this morning before I even got on the call, because I am determined to go back to Michigan where I was raised, but I was going for the wrong reason. Now, I was taking the right action, but for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
So, see, you're
We
still
definitely
off.
are we're going to delve into all of the things
Yeah, so you're still
as
off.
we,
So,
yeah.
so I want to tell everybody that I have some personal work to do. And I believe, looking around, we don't tell ourselves the truth, or we don't even know, because we're dealing with faulty information. What do the programmers say? Garbage in, garbage out.
That's
You
it.
may have a brand new computer, but if the program's off, anyway. All
Yeah.
right, I'm blessed going in.
I'm blessed going in.
I'm blessed coming out.
I'm blessed coming out.
I am blessed in the city,
I'm blessed in the
and
city.
I'm blessed in the field,
I'm blessed in the
because
field.
I'm always in the right place at the right time.
Absolutely.
with the right people,
right people,
doing the right thing
on the right thing,
for the right reasons,
right reason.
and everything's in divine order, no matter what it looks like. Everything's in divine order.
Things in divine order.
As Jabez says, bless me indeed.
Jabez says, bless us indeed.
Now, after you do all that clarification, then expand my territory.
And our territory.
Extend an open hand of favor to me,
Extend
to
an
us,
favor to
that
us.
we may do no harm.
We may do no harm.
And here's a biggie: let go and let God.
Let go and let God.
Then you can go with the flow
Go with the
and
flow.
let the blessings and the money roll in
Let the
from
blessing
the
and
north,
the
south, east, and west, from
south.
above and beneath, from known and unknown sources. So tell us about our money.
We have supernatural unlimited money.
Mm-hmm.
Sowing supernatural unlimited seeds.
Mm-hmm. And we live and give out of God's overabundance, so we never run out. We always have more than enough to do anything our heart desires,
Yes.
more than enough to do anything God puts on our hearts to do for others.
Yes.
We have money to spend, money to lend, and money to keep. Because our bank is
heaven. Right on point, Jeremiah.
And guess what? We're the branch banks, and branch banks take care of their neighborhood. They take care of their community. All right, branch bank, heaven.
I love it. So we're just going to take a few moments. I'm going to come down off of all of the social spaces and play a little music, and then we'll come back and we will start the artist way.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
See you in a minute.
See you in a
Bye bye.
minute.